Hey everyone, and welcome to Reviews of Ryan. And today on the channel, I'm going to be talking about the brand new comedy drama film called Miss Harris Goes to Paris. This film is directed by Anthony Fabian, and he's done some short films and some documentaries as well, but really no full feature-length films. So this is one of his first films that he has put out. And before I get into my review, I'd like to ask, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, comment below your thoughts on this film, and also turn the notification bell so you never miss any review or any video that I drop and I post weekly. And now without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on this brand new film. A widowed cleaning lady in 1950s London falls madly in love with a Dior dress and decides that she must have one of her own. The film stars Alba Baptista, Leslie Manville, Jason Isaacs, Rose Williams, Isabel Huppert, and Lucas Bravo. You have Ada Harris. Her character, she is a maid, basically. They say a cleaning lady. She's basically a maid for a bunch of rich different people, and she's trying to basically just, get through life. And she gets inspired by this dress one of her clients has, and she finds out where she got it from, and she really wants one. So she wants to travel to Paris. So she starts trying to make up all these lists to try to get the money together and try to find a way to get to Paris. She'll do stuff like she tries to bet at a Greyhound racing, and she ends up losing that bet and not winning her money back. She ends up finding out after her husband passed away that she actually gets awarded this pension. So getting this pension is what is going to get her to go to Paris. The positives that I can say about this film is you have Ada Harris. She is a really good character here. She is the main focus in this movie. She's very witty. She's very charismatic. She influences a lot of people. She doesn't like to see others struggling. She wants to help people out. There are several instances in this movie where she helps out different people, and she goes to Paris, and when she gets to Paris, she wants to look for a dress to buy. And when she's there, she's being judged because social status was a big thing back in the 50s. And just going through this movie, there isn't like a ton of drama in this movie, but it's one of those movies that you really feel really good watching this movie. And I think that's why I really enjoyed this movie. Is it's one of those movies that if you're having a bad day, you can pop this on and feel really good about yourself because you have this woman that is willing to give and give and give and make good with other people and just not thinking about herself. Even though she isn't in always the best of situation herself, she's thinking of others and thinking how she can influence them and make their lives better as well. So when she comes across this woman that is running this company and she's really rude to her, it's really off-putting to her, and she wants to basically ignore her whole situation of this woman trying to create all this drama, and she wants to make it into a positive situation. And she does that here as she meets a model, and she meets the Dior accountant, and she ends up staying with this accountant. And during the time of them trying to make this dress that she wants, it really becomes a film that really you see lots of influencing from Mrs. Harris. And this influencing really is trying to help out this company because the company in this movie is struggling to stay afloat. I really like the scenery of Paris. I really like seeing the Eiffel Tower, the different kind of monuments and different things that are shown throughout this film. But what was very interesting to me, and I'm not sure if this is true since I've never visited Paris, I did notice that the city was kind of dirty, and I was just really kind of shocked by that because I picture Paris being a very elegant and very clean city, and I'm very interested to know if that's really true, if it is kind of a dirty kind of city. I also did like the music in this. The music, it's very relaxing. There's like piano tones in this, lots of very relaxing kind of music to really just get you relaxed in general. And then you have this French music as well, and the film is in French as well, and there are English subtitles. And I did recognize a lot of the French because I did take French in high school, so it brought back those memories, learning those French words. I really like how the French language flows. It's very fluent and very easy, I feel like, to really catch on to. For some others, it may not be, but I really do like that language. So I was very much intrigued by that language throughout this film. I also enjoyed Mrs. Harris really having this dialogue with Andre. She stays with him in this place. And then she also has this friendship with this model named Natasha in this, played by Alba Batista. I really enjoyed that different dialogue with that. I feel like in certain situations they get into really kind of funny situations and they really bounce really off each other and they have this really good chemistry on screen. And then I also did like Rose Williams in this. She's not in this movie enough, I feel like, but she's a really gorgeous woman and she also does a really good job with her role. She plays a character that is just a client that Miss Harris knows. So that role isn't very prominent in this film. Last of my positives, I've said it before on this channel, but I really do like a girl in a really nice dress. And Miss Harris, she gets a lot of good options to pick from here. And I feel like I didn't really see the dress that she picked as something that she was going to pick because it was so much different from the actual dress that she was inspired to actually go to Paris to even pick out a dress in the first place. So that was very interesting that she picked the color she picked. As far as negatives for this film, there really isn't a ton of negatives, but I'll say this. There really isn't a lot of comedy in this film. If you're looking for laugh out loud moments, it's just like really minor chuckles in this. It's a PG film, so you're getting that PG kind of dialogue. But it's one of those films that even if it's not really your cup of tea, I feel like you'll feel really good watching this film. It's a very good film to watch if it's raining out, if it's a cold day out, if you have nothing to do. This is a really good movie to actually pick up and watch at home on streaming. So I can see that this film will be another kind of film that would be a film that probably gains a little bit of traction on streaming because I don't feel like a lot of people have really heard about this film. I only saw a trailer for this film once in the theater, so I didn't even really barely know about it myself. But I'm really glad that I got to watch this film. The only other negative that I will say about this film is I wish that we got more of Rose Williams in this. I thought she was really good, but because she has such a side character in this, I understand why she doesn't get as much screen time. But I will say this. This film is more so geared towards older women. They did a survey actually on who watched this movie, and it was actually women that were of 55 and older. So I can see a lot older audience really gravitating towards this film. I would give a chance for this film if you do get a chance to watch it. I do understand that this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but if you do get a chance to watch it, I would definitely check it out and just kind of explore to see if this is something that you would really get into. I know it's not really a big drama-fied type of film and it's really lighthearted on the comedy, but like I said, it makes you feel good and you really like Mrs. Harris' character as she has a lot of wit and a lot of cleverness to her. But I'm gonna give a score of this film a 3.5 out of 5. This was a pleasant surprise to me. I enjoyed it for the most part. It was really hard trying to figure out negatives for this film because this is a film that is just what it is. It really is by the plot. There really isn't any twists or turns and it's very much by the book, I'm sure. So even though it's not really a film that really has a lot of action or a ton of drama or a ton of comedy, I think at the very least, you'll definitely have at least a good time with Miss Harris's character and maybe get a smile or two. But thank you guys for watching this review and I'll see you guys on my next one.